in the desert, welcome to Chase Field. There's nothing quite like wrapping up a regular season with a bowl victory. It just leaves a good taste in your mouth going into the offseason. It's the Iowa Hawkeyes and the Louisiana Raging Cajuns. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Malmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
Guys, checking in with Iowa's head coach before the game. His motivation is really clear for his team today. They didn't make the college football playoff. There could be disappointment, but he said, we're not looking back. We are so excited to get this opportunity to launch into next season. A bowl game gives more practice time, more opportunity to give young guys chances for development. He said, we're going to showcase what we can be next season, starting today. Guys?
Holly, thank you. The Hawkeyes offense will take the field first. And here's the sophomore quarterback who will be at the controls in this one. Everybody wants to make big plays, but he's got to take them when they're available and not force things. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. They'll run the screen. Several defenders there to get him on the ground. And that last one might have helped the completion percentage, but it didn't go forward. 2nd and 10 here. Off the bootleg and rolling out. Snags it on the right. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
That kind of play will put a jolt into a drive. It's 1st and 10 from just inside the 40. Now the play fake. Throws to the wideout. The short hands, it's James. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Under fire. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Grab behind the line. It's Diaz. And he's knocked down. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes a grab. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. The Hawkeyes, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Here's Kamari Malton. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He stopped in his tracks, and at least they didn't lose yardage on this one. It's 3rd and goal and 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Iowa! He got it back corner of the end zone.
And we highlighted the quarterback early, and he delivers early. How about that, man? The first drive of the football game, they go right down the field, and it's his arm that delivers. When they needed it, finding a way to fit the ball into the receiver to get this game started off on the right foot.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown, and they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. Here he comes from inside his own 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. So Louisiana's offense takes the field for the first time in this game. And David, they've got a guy outside that has a lot of potential, but he has to prove that he can be a go-to guy.
No, 100%. They are going to have to depend on him to make plays, to consistently catch the football, to make those one-on-one matchups, make the defense really pay when they choose to do that. I think he's the guy that can do that in spurts, Jesse.
Yeah, he doesn't terrify this defense. We know that, having talked to the defensive staff going into this game, but they have seen him flash before on film. They know he has the ability to make the wow play. For them to win this game, though, you get the sense he's going to have to make a few of those for this offense.
Now on 1st down from the 30. They send the tight end in motion. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Takes the easy completion. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. The Raging Cajuns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air, it's Winfield. Fires to the tight end. 9-yard pickup on the play. It's now 2nd and 1. And the Raging Cajuns can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. On the move. There to stop him at the 43, but he gets 5 and moves the sticks. The Raging Cajuns kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Looking for space, it's Reagan. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Working well behind the sticks on second down. They want to run this quarterback. Strong, firm tackle. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. They'll send the back in motion. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Complete. On the move at the 30. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
And man, you love to see that from this offense. Coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
They'll move the tight end. They're testing the right side here. They make the tackle after he gets 2 down to the 25. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Keeps it on the option. There's a little room there. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they knock him down at the 17. And the Raging Cajuns pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Raging Cajuns. An impressive, long, methodical, meticulous drive ends in points.
They just matriculated the ball down the field, didn't they, Reese? So impressive. Didn't see a lot of explosive plays, but how about the execution? Running and throwing the football. Wow.
And the extra point is good. They go 83 yards on the drive, and they finished it off with a 17-yard touchdown run. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Fires to the big fella. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the first down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Handoff for Malton. Able to make his way past the sticks for the first down, and the time is going to drain out here in the first quarter. Some early drama here. We're all even at the end of one of this postseason showdown. Let's take a look at the stats so far. We've got a good one on our hands here. Let's hope we keep those good vibes going here in the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. On first down, it's Malton again. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Motion from the back. Wants to fire on second down. Get it out to the supersonic guy. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain. And the Hawkeyes are moving quickly down the field. Off play action on first down. Quickly complete. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Here's a give to Malton. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll run play action. Here comes the heat. And just too much on that pass. Too high, too wide, out of bounds and incomplete. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. They'll try the counter. Picks up the first down. Could be an alley. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. The Hawkeyes pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. On first down, it's Malton again. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Touchdown, Hawkeyes! And they take it in for 6 more points. They just took the air out of that thing. That might be an understatement. They took the ball away and just wore down, just grinded away at that defense.
And took a lot of time off the clock in the process as well. I'm impressed with the physicality up front of this offense because that's where it all starts. If you're going to march the ball down the field like they just did, you've got to be dominating in the trenches, and they are doing that in this game right now.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. So that was a 10-play, 75-yard drive. And the scoring play came on the 12-yard run. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Raging Cajuns offense takes the field to begin this drive. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. Trying play action. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
This is why everybody grows up and wants to be an offensive coordinator and not a defensive coordinator, because he can do that. He drops back, he's supposed to pass, but you know what? I'll just scramble around, and I'll just go get plenty of yards and pick him up and put him down, and I'm faster than most of your other guys too, so good luck stopping me.
Off the play fake on first down. Fires to the wideout. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover.
Defensive backs have tough jobs. I mean, you think about whether you play nickel, whether you play dime, whatever it is, you put more DBs on the field. It's more speed. It's more guys that can cover, but they also got to cover that ground. But to cover the ground and make the pick, a lot of times you don't see that. Superb effort by that guy.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They'll start on the ground with Kamari Malton. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Second down, he'll throw it. That's caught. It's Diaz. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line. On third and long, he has to throw for it. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. They'll take this lead to the 2-minute timeout and see if they can tack on a little more before the break. And the Hawkeyes will punt this one away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Makes a nice grab at the 25. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. They'll run it from the gun. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. The Hawkeyes call a timeout. It's their first. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this third down play. Scanning the field, it's Winfield. Still looking, on the move. Oh, and a move. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. Now the offense wants to make sure everything's straightened out, and they call their first timeout. And they can take a moment to try to build a little momentum, get the right play called after picking up the first down. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Back to pass. Going deep. Got it inside the tag. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Louisiana.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And the extra point splits the uprights. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish the drive with a touchdown toss from the 49. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start on the ground with Kamari Malton. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. The Hawkeyes headed quickly to the line. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Pressure coming. Buying some time. At the 35, he's open. Slides, avoids the hit. What a play to convert on 2nd and long. Iowa spends his 2nd time out here. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Got enough for the first. Maybe some room here. Crosses the 35, out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play, spotted at the 32.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you've got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, just hard to bring down in the open field. What a big gain for the offense.
On first down, it's Malton again. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. 6-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4. Wants to throw, he's working against the clock. Got his man downfield. Stopped at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal.
This offense can get a lot of yards, and it doesn't take a lot of plays. You've seen that here. They have speed, speed, and speed. It kills you. And if guys get a little bit of space, they just gobble up yards. They've had the defense completely on their heels, and now they're all the way backed up against their own goal line.
He's looking to throw. Pocket breaking down. He's on the move. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Iowa!
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, the score is now 21-14. So that was a 6-play, 75-yard drive. And closed the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner goes down. Offense has enough time to get off a play before we head to the half. On the run, it's Reagan. Makes a man miss. Found a little bit of running room on that one, but he's brought down and the clock continues to run. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors.
Guys, we can feel the excitement of this Rate Bowl in Phoenix back here in our studios. Talk about a riveting first half. And in this day and age where quarterbacks chuck it all over the field, how refreshing to see two offenses rely on off-tackle left, off-tackle right, and even a few halfback dives. Physical offensive lines and elusive backs have told the story. A throwback to the halcyon days of 3 yards and a cloud of dust. 2 quarters to go. Time to find out who comes out on top, guys, and the exciting conclusion of the Rate Bowl.
On the move from inside his 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. The Louisiana offense heads out onto the field to start this drive. And they're trailing on the scoreboard right now, but they are very much in the mix to finish this season with a bowl win.
Yeah, and I think you look at bowl games, sometimes there's a little bit of rust in the first half, and that's what you talk about at halftime. Now, we get the ball, we're down. Let's go make a statement to start this second half. We're here, we're ready, and we're going to do some damage.
And here's the thing. They're in this bowl game because they're explosive on offense. It takes only one play. There's still lots of football left to be played. If they get this confidence going, they get into a rhythm, watch out.
From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. The Raging Cajuns will call on their punt team. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. He'll field the punt and try to get some yardage. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Kamari Malton. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. A senior defensive tackle being looked at by medical personnel. Holly Rowe will keep us up to date on how he's doing. Off play action. Unloads to the wideout. He's got an open man. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46. So, Jesse, they're able to connect on the crossing route against the zone. You run that pattern against that coverage. What do you have to keep in mind?
Well, the receiver needs to know where the soft spot is in the defense so he can gear himself down. And the quarterback, Reese, has to play with great timing. Because if he's too early or too late on the throw, that might get picked.
They'll give it on the counter. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. After losing yardage on those last 2 runs, you know they've got to throw it here on 3rd and 15. Past the 40. Got enough for the first. Might have a chance. He is in! Touchdown, Hawkeye!
And you gotta love seeing that if you're the head coach of this team, right? You always want to see your team start fast early in games and then also start fast at the beginning of the 3rd quarter. You had a big lead, you take the ball right away here in the 2nd half, you drive it down the field, and you score. This offense has been dialed in right from the get-go. It's been very impressive to watch.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with a scintillating 52-yard jaunt to the house. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. And the returner will be brought down. Here comes the Louisiana offense onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Slides past the sticks, and he converts on 2nd and long. Great awareness on the scramble. Back to pass, it's Winfield. Caught in the backfield, it's Sampson. And the Raging Cajuns with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Running inside, it's Reagan. Breaks into the open. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Well, I love the job by the offensive line, getting a good push there on second down, and you see guys bleeding into the second level of the defense getting a hat-on-hat to go get that first.
The Raging Cajuns are moving quickly down the field. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection. Backed up now, here's second and long. Tight end now in motion. Leaves it with the back. There's some room. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. They're going to ride this running back. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up second and 10. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. Second down, they'll go to the air. Got a man, it's Sampson. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Gets it to him on the screen. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. And the Raging Cajuns send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this one. Ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. They go to the end around to start the drive. That'll get them thinking. Makes it past the marker. Up near the 40-yard line, they'll mark it at the 39 to pick up a 15. They created a lot of breathing room with that first play of the drive. Now first down from the 39. Give running right, it's Kamari. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on second and 4. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit. This defense will try to force a fourth down on third and short from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. Lets it fly. Wide open downfield. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line.
One of the things I love about the passing game we've seen on offense so far here is just how good the decisions have been by the quarterback. He's not being too greedy. When the shot plays have been there, he's taken them, and they've scored points because of that, but he just takes what the defense gives him, and you're just whittling away, and you're marching the ball down the field. Really good decisions.
There's a crease. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Runs it into the house. Touchdown, Iowa!
David, I mean, you can take your hands away from your eyes. At this point, this thing is just defense optional. This is atrocious. Nobody wants to tackle in this game. Nobody wants to take an angle. It's another long touchdown. Great job by the running back, but when are these defenses going to show up?
Yeah, it's frustrating. It's hard to watch, man. Just, you've got to get lined up, make sure you're in the right gap. If you can't jump out of your gap, you can't guess. And these defenses, they're giving up big plays, and those are the ones that will kill you because it's points right away. And a lot of points in this football game, and these coordinators, they're not real happy right now.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. From the shotgun, the inside give. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the third quarter. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. We've come to the break, and Iowa has the lead. A quick pause here to look at the numbers as they are threatening to pull away in this game. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. It's Winfield. Takes the easy throw in the flat. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23? From the gun, wants to pass. He's got him. He'll have the first down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he's stopped. The Raging Cajuns come to the line with a new set of downs. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Reagan. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. Really nice job to move the ball on the ground like that in the big game, but we will need to check on an injured player. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. Maybe a crease. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. And the Raging Cajuns back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Picked up maybe 3 on the play. It's 2nd and 7. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. The play action fake. Buys a little extra time. Got a first down. Turning it on. Slides to the ground. He got away and picked up the first down on a 2nd and long.
Well, you just get the feeling, too, that if they're going to claw their way back in this game, his legs are going to have to be a factor. What a great job scrambling that time. Nothing open. He didn't panic. He saw some green grass. He was able to get outside, away from the defense, get upfield, pick up the first down. That play is going to help their momentum. They need more scramble plays like that from him.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. The run inside. It's Reagan. They make the stop after a pickup of 3. Balls at the 18. The Raging Cajuns want to move quickly. To the air. It's Winfield. Fires to the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Touchdown, Cajuns! A great catch and run for 6.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And the extra point is good, but they still trail 35-21. They still have work to do, trailing by 2 possessions here in the 4th. They'll line up for the onside kick. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. The Hawkeyes offense heads out to start this drive. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Picks up the first down. And he's brought down after a nice gain. An explosive play in the running game moves the sticks for the first down, but there is an injured player on the field. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. On first down, it's Malton again. The defense uses a timeout. That's their first. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Handoff for Malton. Got it, headed to the end zone, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Hawkeye!
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Louisiana has it back, and the Raging Cajun offense headed to the field. That running game was impressive, taking them right down for a touchdown last time, David.
Yeah, just mauling. No secret play calls, just simply we are more physical than you, and we're pounding the football right at you, Palmer.
So if you're on offense this next drive, take a look at their safeties and see if they're creeping up into the box. Because of your success running the football, this might be time to take a shot down the field and play action.
He's finally stopped, but a big play there with his feet as he moves those sticks. And the Raging Cajuns are in the hurry-up.
These guys aren't human anymore. I mean, they got to survey the field, throw the football, make deep passes, and then guess what else? They pull the ball down, take off, and make big chunks of plays on the ground. It's just impossible to be on defense nowadays.
And there's no quit in this team. Obviously, they're trailing late in the game, but they're trying to make it happen. We've seen 2 big plays now, back-to-back. They're putting pressure on this defense.
Worked his way ahead for a pickup of about 6 yards on the play. Clock stops. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. Back to pass. It's Winfield. Moving away from pressure. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Trying to make magic with his feet. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19. The Raging Cajuns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Throws for the tight end. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Offense about to reel off its 7th play of the drive. Back to pass on 2nd down. Moving out of the pocket. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Fires on the move. Touchdown, Raging Cajuns! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
The one thing you know about this offense, they're going to keep fighting, right? They're down on the scoreboard right now, but they're trying everything they can. Nice job there, finding a way to score that touchdown. And listen, we've seen crazier things happen before in college football. This thing ain't over until there's zeros on the clock.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. Right down the boulevard. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. They're definitely up against it. Time running out, down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick. And here comes the Iowa offense ready to go to work. Here's a give to Malton. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. Trying to save time on defense, they use their 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. Give to the running back. Got enough for the 1st. Finding some room. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Iowa! He scores for the 5th time in this game. Just put a little bit of distance in this game and try to put it on ice.
And the defense just trying to fight to stay in the ball game. That should be the final blow. No more hope, but good fight to the end.
Lining up to tack 1 more onto that lead. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the 4th. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Slips through the line, and he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. Caught over the middle. It's Chappelle. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a 1st down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Back to throw, it's Winfield. Gets open down the middle. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Everybody lined up, quickly snapped and spiked to stop the clock. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Here's the pressure. Took a shot as he threw.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that.
And they get to him. Excellent coverage in the back end, and he just held the ball too long.
And that's a better job by this defense. That's exactly what they've got to start doing more. He's had a lot of success on the ground. It's apparent. He will take off and move. So how do we keep him in the pocket?
All right, let me jump in here. They are going to go for it on 4th down, and I'm not sure they have much choice in this situation. Here's a heat. Throws it deep. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll turn it over on downs.